Finally, I'm so freaking buzzing to start my own SMMA. Okay, task number 1. What do you mean choose a niche? I don't know. Well, could be personal trainers, could be real estate agents, could be mortgage brokers, could be accountants, could be financial advisors, it could be restaurant owners. Like, I don't know, there's just so many choices. How the hell do I know which niche that I should be picking? Wonder what James Hopkins would do in this situation. Well, luckily for you, guess who's on hand to show you exactly what they did when they were first starting out from scratch. Now, choosing your niche, choosing the industry that you want to work within is literally going to be pivotal to whether or not you are successful or whether you crash and burn in your SMMA. Believe me, because I have been there too. Now, before I dive in and talk to you about the niche and the industry that I chose to work within when I first got started and how that was literally the catapult to ultimately building a multiple 7-figure online business, I'd like to invite you to, subscribe, right? If you like free content like this, you like free help to help you start your own digital ad or SMMA business, make sure you hit subscribe, drop me a comment below, smash a like on this video, and stay tuned for more. So let's dive in. What niche did I choose? Why? And how has that made me become successful? And remember, if you just want help with all of this stuff and you just want me and my team to literally tell you and show you exactly what to do and when, so you can just succeed in your own SMMA digital ad business without all of the hard work and headaches ahead of you, then book a call, book a time to speak with one of my team, a free discovery call. There'll be a link below in the description to do that. Now, you may remember these 4 points from the last video that I did, and that was on the 4 questions that you need to ask yourself to choose the right niche for you. If you missed that video, I'll drop a link to it in the comments. Check that out. So I'm going to answer how these 4 questions helped me choose the niche that I originally got started out when I first started my SMMA digital ad agency. And that was, for me, personal trainers and gym owners. That was the very first area that I started out in my SMMA when I started my very own digital ad business. So how did I end up choosing to work with personal trainers and gym owners? Because I wasn't necessarily a qualified personal trainer, but I'm going to take you through how I answered these 4 questions to come up with this has been a good, viable niche for me to actually get started with. So first of all, alignment. What alignment did I have or did I feel with personal trainers and gym owners? Well, at that time when I was first kind of getting started out in starting my own SMMA and ad agency, I did actually have a few personal training clients, just the odd 1 or 2 that I was helping out in the gym. I was massively, and still am, into fitness. So I felt an alignment. I felt very aligned with personal trainers and gym owners. It was an area that I had a lot of passion in, I had a lot of experience in, and I just genuinely enjoyed this industry, and I enjoyed helping people see that in order to become fit and become healthy, that they needed to work with a personal trainer, they needed to join a gym. So for me, there was a lot of alignment there with personal trainers and with gyms, which is why I chose to work with personal trainers and gyms. So that was the first question that I had to answer. So the second point that I then had to answer beyond that was profitability. How profitable are personal training and gym, fitness related businesses? Well, for most personal trainers, if they have the right business model and structure in place, they can be very, very profitable because there's often very low running costs associated with that business. And one new client might sign on for 3, 6, 9, 12 months into a personal training coaching program package, which means, if that personal trainer is charging the right kind of money, is charging 500, 1,000, 1,500, 2,000 pounds for his coaching and training packages, or his or her coaching and training packages, then this can be a very, very profitable niche and industry. And typically, once a personal trainer or a gym owner acquires a new customer, that client is going to stay with them, if they're any good, for a significant amount of time, sometimes even years, which means all they have to do is really attract 1 or 2 new customers into that personal trainer's business, and the customer lifetime value, if you don't understand what customer lifetime value is and how that works, there'll be a link below in this video for you to watch. But their customer lifetime value can be quite high, again, as long as the personal training business is structured in the right way. And that was another area that I identified that I could help a lot of personal trainers and gym owners fix their business model, is rather than charging, hourly rates, which is what a lot do, especially when they first start working with me, is actually transition them into selling selling higher ticket, high value packages that's going to make their business much, much more profitable than what it would be without me. So personal training and fitness businesses, gym owners, can be very, very profitable, which means as long as they're making significant amounts of money or have the ability to make significant amount of money, I can very comfortably charge them, $500, $1,000, $1,500, $2,000 or pounds per month to run their advertising and to run their social media marketing. Now, point number 3 is suitable. How suitable are personal trainers and gym owners to the SMMA digital ad agency model? And the answer is that they're very suitable. And here's why. Because, one of the easiest businesses to actually get results for in SMMA is gyms and personal trainers. So they're a great entry level. And here's why. Because all you need to do is run a Facebook ad, run a Google ad, that gives away a free personal training session that attracts loads of people. Want free personal training sessions. People see a free personal training session and they don't, even if they don't work out, and they're like, oh my God, that's a great offer, great value. And they go into the personal trainer's business, or they spend an hour in that gym or an hour with that personal trainer, and it gives that business owner that opportunity to build that personal relationship, to understand the problems that that person is facing, to then be able to offer a tailor-made custom solution to that person's problem with their coaching and personal training or gym packages, which means you've got a very desirable, accessible lead magnet, which only takes an hour of the client's time to actually deliver for that lead. And within the hour, it's very, very easy to build up a lot of value. So it's a great business to start out with because it's very easy and accessible to actually get them results with social media marketing, meaning it's easy to get them great results, good place to start, not a huge amount of pressure, and it's very easy to actually attract new customers into their business, meaning, again, it's a very suitable, very desirable niche to get started out in if you are looking for a good place to get started, and particularly running Facebook ads for personal trainers and gyms. Great niche, cracking one. I'd highly recommend it. It's one that I personally and many of my hundreds of clients have had great success with working with these types of business. So fourth and finally then is accessible. How accessible are these people, and why does that actually matter when it comes to me wanting to start an SMMA or a digital ad agency? Well, personal trainers and gym owners, they're everywhere, right? There's lots of personal trainers, there's lots of gym owners, they're in huge communities on Facebook. All you have to do is type in personal trainers or gym owners in the Facebook search bar, and you'll find groups with tens and even hundreds of thousands of personal trainers and gym owners, which means they're very accessible on social media. They're very easy to find, they're very easy to reach out to, they're very easy to start conversations with, and there's many of them. So when there's many of them, that means, it doesn't matter if there's anyone else working with personal trainers and gym owners in SMMA. There's that many. There's hundreds of thousands, millions of personal trainers in the world, millions of gym owners in the world who need help bringing new customers into their business. And therefore, it means it's a very, very good, lucrative, accessible niche and industry to actually work within. LinkedIn is the same. Go in LinkedIn and literally type in the search bar. If you're familiar with Sales Navigator, or if you don't know how to use LinkedIn to actually find and get clients, or Facebook groups either, there will be a link below in the description at some point to a video that's going to help you do that too. Now, LinkedIn's another great example. All you need to do is go to LinkedIn, type in personal trainer in the search bar, and you will be inundated with millions and millions and millions of results. So these guys and girls are everywhere, and they're entrepreneurs. They're passionate about helping people. They're passionate about growing their business, and they're very accessible. You can find them just about everywhere, right? There's lots of them. So this was how I decided and how I settled on personal trainers and gym owners being the best niche, with Facebook ads being the best niche for me to start with and start working with. And again, highly recommend. This is a great area potentially for you to start out with too. But remember to go through the 4 questions, the 4 points, to identify whether or not this is actually a suitable fit with you. And if it's not, to identify whether any other ideas that you've had are actually going to be viable in the long term, financially, and something that you're actually interested in to keep you motivated, because choosing the right niche for you when you're first getting started is really going to make or break your digital ad agency, your SMMA business. And remember what I said earlier, if you just want help to fast track your progress and your success, to successfully start your own digital ad or SMMA business, book a call, book a time to speak with one of my coaching team. There'll be a link below in the description to book your free discovery call to see how we can help you get that niche right, get everything else right in your business, so you can just fast track, straight line to that holy grail of having your first few clients and having your first 5, 10, 15, even 20K month. Cool. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Subscribe for more. Peace out.